Hi everybody, this is Elizabeth Frenzel, also known as Liz. I help Teel with her website and TeelTime. So with all that being said, let me introduce the hostess with the mostest. We have Teel Lunsford. Hi.
Hello, thank you for introducing me. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Hello, now you have lipstick on your face.
It's okay.
Hi everybody. Hi Kippie. Of course, Kippie has to come in at some point, hopefully. Okay, how are you doing? You look lovely.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. So
We're getting ready for summer.
Hey.
Tony dressed me today with
Gorgeous
summer
as always.
clothing. Thank you. And first of all, I want to say how sad I am about the passing of Muhammad Ali. He was one of my great idols, and article on Pauline's Smile coming out, my tribute to Ali. You're probably too young to remember all of the things that he did, right? Did you follow him at all?
I did not follow him a lot, but I do know of him enough to know that it is a great loss in our community, not just the sport world.
That's right. That's right. So read my article on Pauline's Smile, rolling out when?
Thursday night.
Thursday night. And yes, we will miss you, Muhammad Ali. You were an inspiration, and you were a man of your word. Okay.
We have some news that we need to share. Teel has some really big stuff to talk about.
So everybody, for those of you who don't know what I used to do, my former life, I had a natural healing practice, and I did body work and massage and deep tissue manipulation and all kinds of modalities, craniosacral work, and so I knew the inevitable, which would be I would eventually have to have shoulder surgery because I'm right side dominant and I used my body a lot, and so I'm having shoulder surgery on the 28th of June. So I'm going to Vegas before that.
Woohoo!
And I'm gonna go see Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen, hopefully get an interview with them for TeelTime.
That would be phenomenal. That would be the ultimate.
It would, fingers crossed everybody.
Fingers,
By the
toes,
time you see
hair.
this video, maybe I will be having some Patron tequila with Anderson Cooper. It's his favorite. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
It is Patron. Our future sponsor, by the way. Anyways, so I have you have four rotator cuff muscles that make up the rotator cuff and 3 of mine are torn.
Holy
And
smokes.
then my bicep long head tendon is torn. So when I do this, it shortens it and makes it feel better. It's hard for me to do extension. So anyway, this surgeon is going to go in there and reconnect everything onto my humerus, and I will be as good as new in a year or something. The recovery is ridiculous. So what's very interesting about this, it dovetails into what we're going to talk about next.
Okay.
For the last, I have negotiated my pain cycles for a while now with this shoulder, and because I know body mechanics and a lot about the body, it's been easier for me than maybe the average person to take care of my pain. And this most recent pain cycle said, you can't fix this, so that's how I got where I am now. That aside, in the meantime, for the last couple of years, I've had anxiety come up from nowhere. And I got really kind of mystical about it. I thought, well, I mean, I have no reason to have anxiety, even though I have experienced panic attacks in the past and anxiety. Now, present day, I really don't have any, I didn't know where they were coming from, basically.
Which a lot of people don't.
That's correct. And I'm like thinking, as I said, mystically, I was thinking, well, maybe I'm picking up on someone else's energy I don't think this is coming from me. And then I realized, and my friend, shout out to Danette Little, one of my healers. She's a rolfer in town, and I love her. But, you know, she helped me realize that this unexpected anxiety I was experiencing was coming from my body. My body was like, hey, we need help. We've got a serious situation here. And so I was experiencing anxiety because my body was going into a fight or flight state. So fight or flight is the way your nervous system tells you that there's something you need to run from, you need to be aware of, you're in danger. And so that's why I was experiencing this anxiety.
Sure.
Anxiety and that fight or flight feeling that you get with a panic attack is very normal. You want your body to have that response because it tells you to run away from the giant cats, the bears, or save yourself from drowning, or run away from, you know, a threat.
It's the ultimate protection mechanism.
That's correct. That is correct. And so that's what my body was telling me. And so you want that mechanism to work for you, and the healthier you are, the better it is. It also helps you, a little anxiety helps, healthy anxiety helps you get things done, you know, and people who are doers and high achievers usually have some level or experience some level of anxiety. So what do you have to say about, so I have had panic attacks before when I was super stressed out, other than my shoulder thing recently. I mean, in the past, when I was making decisions that weren't for my higher good, when I was overwhelmed with work, when I was worried about major things in my life. So have you had experiences? Tell me what your
Absolutely.
experience.
I was actually diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, or G.A.D., back in 2003. And if I look back in my life, I've actually battled anxiety since I was a child, since I was 10.
Is that right?
And it's, coincidentally enough, something that can actually run in families. Your bodies can be, from what I've learned, predisposed to carry triggers for depression or for anxiety or for both. Thank God I only battle really anxiety, but panic attacks have really been my biggest battle. And panic attacks are different for everybody, but a lot of people don't realize that very healthy, very happy, very well educated, very well just to do people.
Right,
can
it crosses
suffer from
all
this.
boundaries.
Yes, it's not just
all socioeconomic.
It's not
stratus.
just for the person who's hard on their luck. It's not for that. It's
That's
for
right.
anybody.
That's right.
And so I think it's really important. Like, I see a lot of articles that are posted on Facebook or any kind of social media feed where people are trying to reach out and let others know what to expect in this. And so I just wanted to share a little bit of an example as to what my panic attacks feel like. Is that okay?
Oh, bring it on. Let's hear it. We need to hear this. Yes.
So, you know, for people who know me, I have a very good support system. They have embraced me for what this is. You have embraced me for what it is, and know that in moments of panic, sometimes it's just something that's triggered by goodness only knows what. And my panic attacks generally start in a day where I'm feeling a little more jittery than normal. Just off my game would probably be a good way to put it. And I may feel like that throughout the first half of the day without a panic attack, and then have one at 2 in the afternoon, or I may have one at 10 in the morning. But when it begins, I generally don't realize what it is until about 10 minutes in. And my symptoms include kind of a tunnel vision feel. The rest of the world just kind of fades away except for the one thing that I can focus on. I get very clammy hands. I feel very ungrounded, if that's a word. I feel like I'm constantly trying to catch myself because I feel like I'm going to fall over. And then, thankfully, after years of dealing with this and experience and talking with doctors and reading articles, I realize I'm having a panic attack. And I can generally, at that moment, have enough clarity of thought to go, okay, I have X, Y, and Z that might be lending to this.
Once you know what's going on, even
It
though
helps.
it helps you have the tools, you know what
Yes.
to do, you know what's coming, it's not a surprise.
That's right. But then I do have an additional about 20 minutes before it runs its course. Because as you mentioned, with anxiety comes that fight or flight sense. And so people need to know that if you are prone to panic attacks, they don't go away immediately. And that's because you have adrenaline and a whole host
That's
of
right.
other hormones
Your
running
nervous
through your body.
system is turned
It's-
on.
Absolutely.
It is like on fire.
It is. So it takes a while for it to just settle back down. And so what I try to do,
Yeah, what do you do for that? What do you do to settle down?
Well, I generally, I hate to admit this, but half the time these happen when I'm driving. So I think to myself,
Perfect.
okay, I've got to really get this under control. So I try to make sure that I relax my muscles. I move my head a little bit to the sides. If I'm sitting, I will uncross my legs, or I kind of just shift my position. I just try to keep the blood flow
Do you
going.
breathe?
I
Breathing
take
is
deep-
very important for your panic
I
attacks,
do.
by the way.
I take deep
Or
breaths.
any anxiety.
I take deep breaths, and then I also try to change my physical sensation. So if I'm in the car and I have cold air blowing on me, I'll turn it down so it warms up a little bit. It's not turning it down, it's turning it up. But I try to warm it up a little bit. I just try to change whatever the sensory situation is at the time.
That's really smart.
And reset myself a little bit, and then maybe have a sip of water. If I'm at home, which is the ultimate, I'll pour myself a glass of wine and sit on the couch for a few minutes. And once it passes, I feel much better. But it's something that's very common. I did agree to take Zoloft based on a doctor's prodding after years and years of discussion with her. And her point was, if you were a diabetic, would you take insulin so that you could lead a normal life?
That's right.
And I said yes. So why not try it? And because of Zoloft, I have a child. I battled infertility for years, and getting my anxiety under control really helped it. So
That's wonderful.
It's
That's
nice
a wonderful
to
part
be
of
able
the
to share
story.
with
That is
this.
a wonderful part of the story too. I didn't realize that, or you told me, and I might have. I can't imagine
It's okay.
forgetting that. But yes, I mean, psychopharmacology is here for a reason. Just like anything, it can be abused, and it can
Yes.
be misdiagnosed as well, or misprescribed.
And I would
But certainly, I think that in times of trouble and extreme situations, I think that it's absolutely indicated.
Well, and I'd like to say as one last thing, I was the key person who did not want to take medication. Addiction runs in our family. I didn't want to I don't like to take anything other than Advil. And so I tried diet, I tried exercise, and I did that for a long time. And my body just fought me on it. So I gave in and did what I needed to do so that I could be happy, and I'm very happy now, and I'm very happy to be able to speak to it. So thanks for
Yeah, well,
giving me
I
the
think it's an
chance to share.
important subject because I think a lot of people experience anxiety and they don't know what's happening.
I agree.
And and then when I first had panic attacks, which were years ago, I was overwhelmed. I was working a lot. I was putting Monty through medical school, and I was really stressed out, and I was not making the greatest choices, and I wasn't eating enough, and it was ridiculous. And the first time I had one, I thought I was having a heart attack.
Yes.
And I went to the hospital.
My best friend did the same thing.
Yes, and many people do. It's very common.
Very common.
Most likely you are not having a heart attack, people. And so then after you have your first one, you're always poised for
Always.
waiting
Terrifying.
for your next one.
It's scary.
And you know, if you can calm yourself down and know that you're going to be okay, and know that this is going to pass, and find the tools like Liz has and like I have. I won't go into mine, but basically yoga helped save me, and not working as much. Making better decisions, life decisions, health decisions, that makes a big difference.
Very big difference. And make sure you have a really good support system. If you have
that's
people
right.
that don't back you and aren't willing to sit and listen and help you figure out what you need to do to achieve that balance, then you have the wrong people in your life. You need to find the right
That's a
people.
great point. I had a psychotherapist. I have great friends too. I love my friends. I made them crazy, but
She does not.
but I do. You know I do.
No.
But I also had psychotherapy, and that was huge.
It's a
That
great
changed
tool.
my life, and that's a great subject. So write in if you have any other questions or comments, and you want to add to this next time Liz and I get together.
Please do share.
We'll talk about it. We'll share.
It's an important topic. So
Very
please,
important. Did
please.
you have something more you wanted to share
I
about
don't.
anxiety?
Not at the moment. I really.
I'm getting nervous. I think I'll have a little Patron. Would you like some?
I would love some. Thank
Of
you.
course. You know, Patron is the
Thank you.
alcohol of champions, just to let you know. And if Muhammad Ali had ever drank, which I don't think he did, cheers,
Cheers.
I think he would have drunk Patron. Don't you? And I chilled it. Isn't that yummy? It's so
actually
warm.
delightful.
I say that all the time. Delicious. Okay, so like I said earlier, Pony dressed me. Her article's coming out about your must-haves for summer. I'm wearing the white pants. I'm wearing the espadrilles. It's a cross between an espadrille and a flat form. That's another one. One shoulder or off the shoulder stuff. And beautiful silky patterns in pastel colors. Green is really hot this summer too. And look at Liz. Show them your shoes.
These are
They're
shoes
hot.
that I have to say I broke my own rules. I cannot walk in these shoes to save my life, but they're too pretty, so I figured
You're
if I
not
was sitting, it'd be
supposed to.
okay.
You're supposed to like sit in them or you know what in them.
That's what he said.
CFMPs. If you don't know what that stands for, you're ridiculous. Oh, also for summer, look, I have little visuals. Look at
love
these
that.
cute little beach bags. So a big boho tote.
And I love this pop of color.
is-
I love the yellow.
So,
It's so bright and
these
fun.
are hot for travel, for summer, for the beach. You know what's so funny? I pulled these out of my closet,
I might take
and
this
both of them have Clorox wipes in them. That's what an insane person I am. I use Clorox wipes on everything. Anyway,
It's not insane. That's
well,
smart.
well, I don't know. I could be killing my immune system, but yes, so these are very popular. Crocheted anything. You like fringe, that's hot. Tie-dye in a good way, not in a stupid hippie way. In a chic way, that's hot. Nautical stripes, blue and white, red and white, you know, the Frenchy kind of black and white, the Frenchy kind of
nautical look.
horizontal nautical stripes are hot. You can read the rest of it on Pauline's Smile on Pony's article. Okay, tell me what you've got as far as looking at fashion and people of the week.
So we have to readdress our rating system. In case you missed our last episode, we actually have 5 ways that we
I
rate
don't remember
people.
them actually. Go ahead.
The
tell
first one is set the bar.
Mhm.
Someone who sets the bar is just top notch. You want to look like this person.
A1.
A1. Number 2 was great effort, great results. This person tried hard and they succeeded. Okay?
But they're not fabulous. They're not completely.
They're not set the bar.
They're not set
but
the bar.
They absolutely are worth a second look.
Okay.
Number 3 is great effort. Results are meh.
Meh.
Meh. Like we can tell that you put effort in, so you deserve the credit for at least trying. But,
Okay.
you know, okay, and then we have there is no effort. The results are horrible.
Is
And-
that the one we call shitstorm?
No, that's number 5.
Oh.
Okay, so number 5 are like the people that you see at Walmart who have on the slippers and their pajama pants, and then they have their
Or
children
they're
in
just
tow
wearing, or
without
they're just
shoes on.
wearing their underwear
Oh my
and
goodness!
shoes.
I would like to give a
I,
little
have you been on that website?
people at Walmart.com.
Okay, we've.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
If you haven't
there,
been, you have to go.
It's
People,
fantastic.
It's so.
If you need to feel good about yourself during a panic attack, go to Walmart. Guaranteed to make
I
you
don't
laugh.
go to Walmart because they don't treat their employees employees well, and they don't like gay people, so I don't go. Target's my place. You don't always see that stuff in Target.
No, Target is a
little more.
Yes.
What's my word? Not
Class?
sophisticated. It's just a little more dignified.
I like dignified. That's a good one. A little more humility is shown at Target.
I think so.
So okay. So what do you?
There's Kippie outside. Anyway, okay.
So we have 3. Again, I want to give kudos to E Online. We are going to be taking from their pictures of the day, hot pictures of the day. So E Online, we love you. Thank you. So the first of our 5 rating system, I would like you to look at Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos.
She's so little.
They're such a
She's
cute
like,
couple,
oh my God. I bet they have sex all the time.
They're so
they
cute.
probably have sex all the time. Let me look.
It's possible. I mean, he's beautiful. So.
Oh my God. Okay. That's not fair. Her waist is like that big around. And
we
she's
will make
so
sure that
pretty.
you can see these pictures.
Yes. And he's beautiful. And look how ropey and veiny he is. He's hot. And she's just a gorgeous little tiny fun thing.
Okay.
I love you, Kelly.
We love you, Kelly.
I want to be on your show. Okay.
So
yes.
what do you rate that?
Not setting the bar. I'd rate it the next one.
Great effort, great results.
Yes.
So we get a number 2.
Well, for
Kelly
her,
and Mark.
he's in his workout stuff. But I don't care what he's
But
wearing.
that's okay, because I give him a sets the bar for working out and putting effort into his health. I'm giving him that.
Well, I'll give him like a 1,000 for his body, but I mean, what he's wearing, I don't care.
Okay,
But she's fabulous.
Yes, she is. Okay, so
Next.
then the next one is Kourtney Kardashian. This
Her and the
was.
Kardashians, go ahead.
I apologize to my brother who edits these videos, but I cannot help myself. Okay, Kourtney Kardashian. The reality star looks ravishing in a revealing red wine dress at the Glamour Women of the Year Awards.
Holy Jesus. I think it's awful. Actually, I won't say it's a shitstorm. What was our word for the last one? Shitstorm, shit
Shit show.
parade, shit show. I won't say it's a shit show.
You don't think there's any effort because it's that the one.
Well,
of them is no
okay,
effort,
let's
no
time
results.
out just a minute now.
Okay.
Every Kardashian puts in effort. There's
That's
no
right.
denying that.
So
I
you have
mean,
to give her 3.
they have around the clock help doing their hair and their
It's a free night.
and I hate it. I think it's vulgar, and I'm a vulgar woman. I find that dress so uncomplimentary, and I hate the color. I can't stand any of it.
I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna give her a 4. I'm
She
gonna
looks
say
like a
no
vamp-
effort.
She
go
looks
home.
like a vampire gone bad.
I'm gonna give it a 4 too because I think that I really feel that there's very limited to no effort here. And
I
the
don't
look
believe
is terrible.
it.
I think
Elizabeth
that-
loves her. I don't believe it.
I feel like her stylist threw something on her. She has been working really hard on her body.
She's
been
a
putting
beautiful
lot of
girl.
effort in.
There's
She is
no
a
let
gorgeous
me
woman.
let
And
me make that clear.
there
She's
is-
beautiful.
There's nothing good going on in this. I like her shoes. Her shoes I would give a set the bar, but that's it. Because I like
I
those
think
shoes.
they're like
They
beyond
match
that.
my shoes. Be nice.
She was like, nobody's gonna look at my shoes, so I don't care. They're gonna be looking at my décolletage. Décolleté.
Okay. Well. Okay. So.
Okay, so we agree on that.
It's
I
an
can't
import.
believe it.
Okay.
Wow.
And then last but not least, we have Chrissy Teigan, who is so cute to me. She
just
so
had a
cute.
baby.
She did.
And
So,
she has the nicest husband.
He is so sweet, isn't
And he has a beautiful voice, and we love him. Okay.
So E! News or E! Online says Chrissy Teigan is staying neutral. The hot mama steps out in New York wearing a beige ensemble with matching sunglasses.
She's fabulous.
I say
period.
she sets the bar on this one. I mean, she's a new
I wouldn't say
mom.
she sets the
Her-
bar because she's not wearing a belt, and I don't like
But her
jeans without belts.
Her shirt is showing, or her tummy's showing. She's
I know
not
that.
tucked in.
I know that, but
Okay.
you still need to have a belt.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Oh yes. I don't like jeans without belts.
Okay.
But
So a number
okay.
2.
I'll give her a 2. You know
2.
why? Because the no belt and her lipstick is too dark. I don't like that. She's prettier than that. She could be prettier, is what I'm saying.
Give her a 1.5.
But she,
It's your show. We'll give her a 2.
it's my show, too.
It's a 2.
She's fabulous. She needs a belt. She needs some pink lipstick on. That's all I
Okay.
have to say. But she's fabulous. I mean, come on.
Okay.
Now, I
So
want to
that's
see
what
a guy.
You want to see a guy?
Yes.
Oh, you wanted to see Alexander Skarsgard.
Let me tell you, everybody, Alexander Skarsgard is about to play Tarzan. I have watched every Tarzan movie ever made. I love the story. I've read the book. Hi! I say hello, Alexander.
He's
and I
so
can
pretty.
barely do that with my shoulder.
Oh.
But you're worth the pain. Hi.
He's from True Blood. I loved him on True Blood.
I loved his dad. I still love his dad. You don't know who
I
his
don't know
dad
his
is.
dad.
Oh my God. He's been in everything.
I probably know,
Anyway.
but you also know that I don't know famous people very
Well,
well.
and that's true. And she's young. Like, how young are you? You're young. She's like
36.
15. She's 15 years younger than me. 17. But yes, I like that. Hello.
So he sets the bar for you?
Sure.
See-
He's wearing a James Purse shirt. I can guarantee you.
He's
I
got
bet
dirty
those.
sneakers on.
Those are Stan Smith cool sneakers, and I bet those are Rag and Bone jeans. I'm just guessing, but that's a James Purse T-shirt. I guarantee it. You should see the pictures
Okay.
of him as Tarzan. I mean, they have him all. What is it? Blue screen, green.
Yeah, green
what-
screen.
Okay. So they've got him all cut up. I'm sure he looks good anyway, but it's like crazy. And what is that beautiful blonde Margot Robbie? Oh my God, I'm talking to the wrong person. Anyway, she's playing Jane.
I'm so sorry. I am horrible with names.
I should have see, TeelTime, remember people, is unscripted. we don't have a script, if you haven't noticed. So anyway, Margot Robbie is her name. She's playing Jane. It's going to be fabulous.
Fantastic.
Greystoke was my favorite.
I would like to transition to one thing. I want to say that at the end of TeelTime, we are going to put on a video that you pulled up that you love.
I forgot about that.
You did, so I brought it up.
Yay!
So we're going to be showing you guys a video of something that's pretty hilarious to Teel. And I have a 3-year-old, and I have to say that
She
I
didn't
laughed
like
pretty
it.
hard. No, I did. I laughed pretty hard.
I laugh when little kids, toddlers and kids get knocked over and fall down, or when they cry. I think it's hilarious. I don't know
not
why.
okay.
That's mean because I haven't had children, so it's really not fair. But I was a child,
I think
and
it's
I used to fall down. I think maybe it's because everybody would laugh at me when I fell, and so I feel like that's what you're supposed to do.
In Teal's defense, there are no children crying that I can see in this video. They're just getting knocked down by house cats.
So
Which is actually
funny.
pretty funny.
So thank you for putting that on. Thank you,
welcome.
Scotty, for putting that on.
Scotty.
This was fun. That was a good one.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course,
here.
we'll do it
I
again.
love it.
And to you.
To you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Love
TeelTime.
you, Liz.
Love
Thanks,
you,
Teal
Teel.
Time. We'll see you next time on Teal Time. Check out Pauline Smiles. Some good articles are coming up, and we'll see you later.
Hasta luego.